Electro Pro, home of plenty electronics. Hi folks. Have you ever thought of giving your child the best form of training so that he or she could become that scientist or dream engineer in the future? Do you wish your child could program and build electronics like robots and other embedded systems? If your answer is yes, then Electro Pro is here with all your solutions. We offer your kids hands-on training on how to build electronics, robots, embedded systems and home automation technologies. Grab hold of this opportunity and make your child realize their dreams. Electro Pro, home of plenty electronics.
Hello all, this is Venkatesh Sapagatti from Electro Pro. Welcome to 5-day WhatsApp class on robotics. So today is the day one that we are going to kickstart our course from today. And day one will be like a overview about robotics and course that we are going to what we are going to learn in these 5 days. These 5 days, as we promised, we are going to learn three skills that matters more for robotic starters. Once you master these three skills, so you are ready. You are ready to do any type of robot, ready to code, any kind of robot. Okay, the basic three skills are sense, plan, and act. So, what is sense? So it's all about electronics and sensors that we'll learn in a day two class. It's all about plan. Plan is all about controlling unit and connecting this electronics and sensors to the controlling unit. Okay, where we are going to learn about what is the necessity of controlling unit and what is the features of controlling unit, kind of things and all we are going to explore in a plan. Act. It's all about even though you have a hardware kind of electronics, sensor stuff, everything. Also, you have a controlling unit connected to that. If you just give a power, it won't work as per our requirement, right? So there is something lacking in it. That is sport. That we're going to learn in a day three. So that is act. So in this 5 days course, you are going to master these three skills. Based on that, each skill have a assignment. So you need to submit on the day itself. Every day morning, you are going to release a video on this every skill, and you are going to submit assignment. Let's see what's this skills have. What is more in this? Yeah, this is the overview for today class. See, skill one sense. Date of the course will cover sense-based skill. What is in this? What we cover in that? It's all about electronics, basics of LED, resistor, connection diagram, and testing out with the simulation tool. So you are going to make one circuit diagram with the LED to buy after going with the LED basics, everything. So in LED, we're going to learn identifying terminals of LED and behind science behind LED and what is LED, what exactly the LED is. In resistor, we are going to learn how to identify the resistor, what is the necessity of resistor, what is the need of connecting resistor to the LED. So that is how it will figure out some connection diagram between LED resistor and the battery, and we'll test that with a simulation tool. There will be a simulation tool that will be explained in the video. Then we'll test that with a simulation tool. When it comes to sensor, we are going to cover these three sensors in a skill one class. That is obstacle, object finding sensor, human detection sensor. It will sense the humans. Light dependent light sensor, where it will sense the light. Okay. So next skill two. When it comes to skill two, we are going to learn all about controlling unit, testing out with simulation tool, and assignment. We are going to learn how to connect a skill one component to the skill two controlling unit, and we'll do that with a simulation tool. And assignment will be there. For every skill, there will be assignment. Then the assignment procedure will be explaining what is in the controlling unit. We are going to explain you the explaining about features of controlling unit and the connection of sensors, LED to CU already told you, and yeah, testing out with the simulation tool, the assignment. Next, skill three. Skill three is all about coding. In this, you're going to learn how to write your first code, and if you have physical kit like Arduino, any other component, any other Arduino based controller, so we are going to learn how to install the software and how to work with that. If it is not, how we are going to do with a simulation tool. Mostly in these 5 days, we are going to do with a simulation tool. Those who are available with a physical kit, they can work out with this. Okay, also we are going to learn about STEM technology. What is STEM? STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. What all is about? So see, there is a in school, or in school there is a teacher for science, there is a teacher for engineering in later classes, and there is a teacher for mathematics too. Then who is teaching technology? Who is teaching technology to us in school? Even though science teachers knew that technology came from science, but they didn't know how to explain the technology. Here we are with the STEM technology through robotics. We are going to explain you the every bit of STEM. We are going to derive the STEM in every component, and we are going to connect that to the science behind it, and we'll figure out some engineer device with that, and we'll go do some calculations. This will improve by learning. What is the use of learning? Learning STEM will improve the logical thinking and the mental ability of you with just learning maths alone. Okay, you are going to give a challenges a task like that so that it will improve your logical thinking, so that because in entrance exams and in competitions no one is going on asking you to write essays or something. There will be a stipulated time where you need to crack the logic and figure out write the answer. That is how where logical thinking will improve. Then you are going to become a creator. Instead of thinking like a skilled student, you will start thinking like a student engineer. That's how this STEM will brings to you, and this program will be. So let's see what is there in the science. So when it comes to LED, so do you know how the LED will be? So this is LED we are going to talk about. Today we are going to derive STEM out of it. Okay, what is the STEM involved in LED? The component LED. As you saw in the picture, LED, when it comes to example of LED, LED is made up of gallium arsenide and indium phosphide. Okay, those are elements of science. So the making of LED will comes under science. We can, if you want to derive STEM concept out of LED component, the material made up of the material used for making LED is comes under science. Okay, what is technology? The light of LED is technology. The one way technology involves helps to kid to understand the science concept easily. So in the case of LED, the light of LED will comes under technology. What is engineering? So engineering is the main component for everything, every STEM or something. Because if without that engineered device called LED, motor, sensor, anything, we cannot derive the STEM concept out of it. Okay, where it involves a master plan, design plan, which is important to make any technology possible. Okay, in the case of LED, LED itself is a device. So we can call this LED device, this engineered device, as a, it will comes under engineering in a STEM concept when it comes to a STEM concept. Okay, what is mathematics? Every engineered device, every component involves some kind of mathematics like voltage calculations and current calculations and the formula using behind it to crack that. Those will comes under mathematics. Okay. Required voltage calculations, the available main resources and formulas involved for fall under mathematics. These all will comes under mathematics. This is how we are going to derive STEM concept out of each component. So let's see what is assignment. What I'm going to tell you is take one sensor and one motor component. Take light sensor It is a technical name is light dependent resistor where you can find in a Google. So name the things. You just try and think and know about light sensor. Derive the STEM concept out of it. Like what is science behind it? What maybe the technology in that? What is the engineer? Like itself, the device itself is an engineer, so you need to bother. So what is the mathematics involved in that? So try to derive the STEM concept and submit it in the group when chat opens. Also motor. Take a simple DC motor, hobby motor. We call that as a bow motor, BO, bow motor. So you can use it, take that motor into consideration, and there is some STEM concept. Whatever you know, it is no need to be a perfect or something. So it may be different than others. As you think more, you can think more, and yeah, you can figure out something more. That's how I want you to figure out some STEM concepts out of these two. Okay, so this is how about STEM and assignment. Hope you understood the STEM concepts. STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And comes to component LED, we figure out STEM like material making of LED is science, and the light of technology, light of LED is a technology, and the LED itself is a device which is engineered to perform some function that is comes under engineering, and there will be a calculations involved in every component, every engineered component, that is voltage, current calculations, and other calculation additions and speed additions calculations comes under mathematics. Okay, in the case of LED, voltage and current calculations from the available resources, because we may have a high voltage rating, and whereas LED works with a very small voltage. So to figure out that, we need to do some calculations, and that's how comes that calculations will come from mathematics. So if you understood this and try to figure out this same concept with a light sensor and motor, and take it as assignment. Next, we're going to cover the two-wheeler robot and two-wheeler robot with the sensors and assignment in this class. We'll come to this again. Well, so who we are and where we are from? We are from ElectroPro Indian Global. So we are going to teach students from Africa and Togo, which is in Ghana and global, and India. We are spread across all the places. What is our main core values is why we went to global, because we countries cannot exchange, may not exchange cultures, because we don't need no need to bother about their cultures. But when it comes to competing with other countries, and when it comes to differentiate with other countries, where will we get differentiated most of with the technology they had, what is the technology they are using, it will these are all matters most. So we decided to exchange technology through ElectroPro. Instead of exchanging cultures, we can exchange technology through ElectroPro, and yeah, we can make people to benefit out of technology. That's how we want everyone to enjoy the benefits of technology, irrespective of cultures and countries before it exists. Because something you may have a technology today, but we cannot expect that technology to be after 5 years. So technology won't wait for us to experience it. So we need to experience it before it expires, and we have to move on. The technology comes with more changes and trends. We need to adapt that. So one is to benefit and experience, one is to create it. So whom will what the path you will choose for. So hope you are attending this. So you are going to choose the creator path. Okay, let's hope more creators from this, because wherever the creators should be there, so that people out there can enjoy the benefits of technology. Okay, they need to get some awareness of it before to enjoy the technology. Technology, enjoying technology benefits is very easy, provided they need to get some awareness of it. So that technology creators have to come up with a plan, ideas to make technology available to everyone. So that is how what we are striving and what we are going to do. So to why we are here to teach you application programming. So to derive or to connecting with the simple STEM concepts. So I already explained you the STEM over there, the flow diagram. So this is all we need to derive STEM concepts in every concept, any every component. Okay. So what is robotics? As you mentioned some of the answers in the group. So robotics, your robot maybe look like this, and this, and can be like this, and can be two-wheeler robot. Okay, two-wheeler kind of robot. You can do in many tasks. Any kind of robot you can make. You can make any kind of robot. We call that as a robot. And what exactly the robot is? Mission designed to execute one or more tasks repeatedly with the speed and precision. Okay. So that's how where we are going to combine these fields. We can create a system that can make sense, plan, and act. So we are going to learn robotics, these skills, what is sense and plan and act. Hope you understood that while explaining you about the flow diagram. So where we are going, it is a matter for robotics to have these three skills. If you can master these skills, if you are ready to make any kind of robot. Okay. So now we are going to do with your own robot, my first robot. So I already designed this. You all, so if anyone missed in a group, so you can listen there. What you are going to do is you just visualize your robot, because you are coming to this class without nothing. If you, even though without knowing anything, because you don't know anything, so you wanted to explore some kind of robotics. What is in it, and you are excited. You came to here, right? So what I'm telling you is, before you hear the name robotics, there might be some visible, like I want my robot to be like a human or animal or Iron Man, any kind of thing like that. What do you want to do with, how do you want to see your robot? Okay. So visualize your own robot and figure it. It can be anything. There is a then there is no two visuals will be the same for two persons. Okay. So visualize your own robot and figure it out. Next, name your name as your robot name. So don't name like a Chitti, Puji or kind of thing. So just name your name as your robot name, which is like a Karthik robot and Jesse robot. Because why I'm telling you the name your name as robot name instead of Chitti or any kind of robot names. This is how we are going to justify the design with our number. When you keep name, we want that. So we are justifying it, because we cannot draw animal as a robot by keeping our name, right? So that's the thing. I want you to name your name as your robot name and make a good visual, which will be seems unjustified to your name. Yeah. So the robot will be always same like yours and your thoughts as like you. So now, what do you want to do with your robot? So I want my robot to serve the Indian Army. Like I want my robot to help my mother. I want my robot to play songs with me, play songs and dance with me, or kind of thing. So list any four purpose of your robot, okay, and name them. Now it's time to decide what kind of robot you designed so far. You visualized it and you named it and you wrote the purpose of it. So now it's time to decide what category your robot comes. There are four. We can, if personally, it maybe the robot you designed so far based on the purpose of your robot. It may be a personal assistant, home kind of service related, and social robot. You just decide what kind of category your robot fall into. Okay, so we need to make more of socialized robot and service related robots to the society. Okay, because it needs, society needs it, as it is a COVID time pandemic situation or any other situation, a war situation. So we need something kind of socialized and service related robots where like they can save people from more dangerous situations. Okay, so now what are different types of robots? There are many, but we'll talk about only three here. So a humanoid robot and pick and place and two-wheeler robot. Humanoid robot, the robot which is designed so far, yeah, pick and place, it will be used in the industries where it will pick the things and place the things. Two-wheeler robot is used for learning and designing purpose where you can understand better with the less cost and instead of spending lakhs and lakhs on humanoid robot and pick and place. Because as a starter, it's better to concentrate on a two-wheeler robot to understand more about the sensors and basic motors and all. And electronic components, as I said, two-wheeler robot. So two-wheeler robot, in this two-wheeler robot concept, we are going to we are going through a design of two-wheeler robot and overview of sensors and human direction robot and obstacle like follower kind of thing with different kinds of robots you are making now. So two-wheeler robot. So have you ever imagined? Have you ever seen the two-wheeler robot? It is a basic two-wheeler robot. So this is a two-wheeler robot. Just have a look at it. So can you imagine? Can you figure out what does it have? I'm able to see it has a two wheels, two motors, and a free wheel in the front, and design case, screws. Yeah. Additionally, we have a controlling unit, wires, sensor, not sensors, wires. This is just a basic two-wheeler robot, right? So I'm not going to use any sensors now. Just try to figure out and try to imagine this, where I'm going to explain you about all this. So just keep this in your mind and just see this presentation. So when it comes to basic two-wheeler robot, as you have seen the picture, it has two wheels, two motors, battery, free wheels, screws, design case, controlling unit, and wires. Okay, this is just a basic two-wheeler robot. It will move forward and backward. That's all. It cannot do anything else. But I need some kind of a human detection robot. I want my robot to sense the humans. I want my robot to go forward. Whenever it comes across the humans, it has to stop. With this basic two-wheeler robot, we cannot do that. Okay, so to detect the humans, we need some sensing element called human detection sensor (HDS). When we add HDS to this basic two-wheeler robot, this robot will become a human detection robot. Okay, so when we use this basic two-wheeler robot to connect with the HDS, this robot will become human detection sensor. This will sense the humans now. Now I need obstacle robot. So this using this human detection sensor, I cannot detect obstacles like a table, laptop, or any other door, any other physical thing. We cannot detect with a human detection sensor because only it the engineered for it to detect only humans, right? So replacing HDS with the ODS, obstacle detecting sensor, this robot will become a obstacle robot. Okay, so I want my robot to follow the light now. Whenever there is a light, it has to go forward. Where there is a dot, it should stop. So for that, what sensor I need? With this HDS and ODS, I cannot do that. Replacing HDS and ODS with the LDS, light detecting sensor, this robot will become a light follow robot. So remaining all are same. Either you can add some more like a green LED, red LED. If it is moving forward, we can turn on green LED and red LED. When it senses, it can add buzzer. You can customize your robot like I think that we can do it in a assignment section. Okay. So now I want bomb detecting robot now. So basically bombs are made up of metals only, you know. So if we can use metal detecting sensor, MDS, replacing all the above with MDS, this robot will become a bomb detecting robot. Okay. So this is about, you can notice one thing in all these sensors, all these robots, simply changing sensing element, we are able to change the application of the robot. Okay, you are not doing anything. The same controlling unit, same sensor, same program, everything. We are just replacing sensing element. That's how this is the one key point that we are going to learn across these 5 days. So that's how we made all these things into three skills. Skill one, sense, and skill two, plan, controlling unit, and skill three, coding. These are all important to learn robotics. And this is how we need to simply changing sensor will changing the application of the robot. So like this, with this sketch, you can design any kind of robot. You can imagine any kind of robot and you just sketch it so that you can come to know what and all the available components. If you can sketch it, you will get a clear idea in your mind to what the robot and the purpose of the robot. You just name it, and any kind you can design any kind of robot. Take any kind of robot. Okay. So for now, assignment will be like so you hope you understand all these things. How to design the basic two-wheeler robot and the human detection robot, base obstacle robot, like falling robot. These are the things you are going to come across in these 5 days. That's how. Okay. Hope you understood the types of robots I covered in this, and already you went through the visualization and naming your robot and purpose of your robot, and you identified what kind of robot it is. So now it comes to assignment. I want you people to design smartphone control robot. I want my robot to be updated with a smartphone. So what will be the connectivity? What will be the sensing module? The sensing module will be the Bluetooth module. Use Bluetooth module as a sensing element in this, and sketch like this on a paper and send it across group when chat opens. Keep the heading like a smartphone control robot, and sensor will be Bluetooth module. Replace this, and you can customize your robot like you can add LEDs, red LED, green LEDs, and display. What and all you can do, can customize your robot. You can customize. After that, once you're done with the smartphone control robot assignment, I want you to sketch your own robot. Like already you design one robot, you visualized and you design one robot, right? Karthik robot or any kind of robot. I want you to sketch that robot now, like this, because I want you to understand. If you want to make that robot as it is, I want you to know what and all there in that robot. It may have two wheels, two motors, voice, controlling in design case, three wheel, and two wheels along with a sensing element. What and all the sensors? Because we cannot use one sensor and one application with a used robot like a humanoid rhino robot, right? So I'm giving like a use temperature sensor, fire detecting sensor, use use temperature sensor, fire detecting sensor to design your robot. Okay, so you can use Bluetooth control robot to make it can operate like that. You just customize as per the purpose of your robot. Okay, think the purpose of your robot and think the relevant sensors and sensing element, and you just sketch the robot. So here you can use the two-wheeler robot has a two motors, right? Two motors are rotating continuously to move forward. But when I want you to make a welcome robot with your design, customized, visualized robot, what you do, you cannot use this DC motors there at the hands of your robot, right? It will continuously move forward and backward. So I want you to use, there will be a purpose. So you just figure out your own robot and sketch it and send it across to me to further review in the group. I want you to design one smartphone control robot with this sketch using Bluetooth module as a sensing element, and design your own robot and use temperature sensor, fire detecting sensor, and other sensors as for the purpose of your robot. Okay, based on the purpose of your robot, you just figure out the sensing element and you just send it across to me or the WhatsApp group for the review. Yeah, this is about robotics and overview. You are going to learn all these things. If you master these things, the skills, three skills that I told you, you are ready for robotics too. You can do any kind of robot. Okay, this is how we need to figure out the things. You can, if you take any kind of robot, just sketch it, name it, write the purpose, and figure out the component. figure out the sensing elements, and just go on doing that. Okay, this is the thing that we have to follow. This is a procedure that we have to follow when we're making any kind of robot. So in today's class, we covered skill 1, skill 2, skill 3 overview, and STEM technology and assignment also given you using light sensor and motor. On two-wheeler robot, we covered the sketch of two-wheeler robot we made already. Two-wheeler robot with sensors also we covered, and assignment. The assignment will be like this one: smartphone control robot and sketch your own robot. Okay, sensing module will be Bluetooth module as I told you, and sensors, use sensors, temperature, Bluetooth module, fire sensors, and make your own robot and sketch it and send it across to me or group, and group opens for the review. Hope you understood this is the class today. Okay, if you have any queries while understanding this, you just maybe there is nothing to do with a simulation tool now today. When from tomorrow we are going to work with a simulation tool. You just figure out and make a note of all these things. It's very important, and you just make a note, the outline of it and whatever I'm telling you. Just you can make a note of it in notes so that it will be useful for further. And if you can make anything, you cannot need to open video all the time. So the two-wheeler robot concept and this STEM concept, you just make a note of it. Write a note, write in a notes that whatever I'm explaining here, can try to make that as a reference and try your own things and assignments. Okay, let me know if any has doubts and all. Feel free to ask me through WhatsApp group and chat opens. Yeah, this is for the day. It's a overview about all about robotics and course. Hope you got some understanding and overview of the course. So we'll we'll see in the next class. Access your dashboard and try to upload, try to use the dashboard and try to see the projects out there, and try to, if you have still have any doubts while understanding this, instead of as WhatsApp group is closed, you can directly message in a chat room in a dashboard. So please see the video and use chat room effectively. You can post there your queries and everything. So will be available to answer. Our tech team will be available to answer to you. So please use chat room if you have any doubts till before chat opens. And after that also you can share screenshots and if you feel any difficulty. Okay. Thank you, and we'll meet in the next video.